What is up, YouTubelettes? It is PuddlesA1 here, and I'm bringing you another narrated Wi-Fi battle. Now, this battle is against Cody, HM635. We're just going to jump right into it because the team preview is not really that necessary for this battle. So, Cody's going to be leading off with the Crobat, as I decided to lead off with my Gastrodon EC form, because this is hands down the best form. That pink brown blob of nothingness is stupid, and this green, gold, blue majestic slug is hands down the best. So he's going to U-turn now because he knows he can't do anything to my Gastrodon. I'm going to go for the Scald, trying to get the burn on either the Crobat or whatever he U-turns out into. And luckily I get the burn on this Venusaur, which is really nice because Venusaur is a huge wall, and I didn't even realize when my team very well, or not very well, is it very well? My team deals with Mega Venusaur pretty well. So I go out into my Mandibuzz because, like I said, my team pretty much deals with this thing. He goes for the Leech Seed, makes a very good play here, instead of going for the Sleep Powder, knowing that I have the Mandibuzz, and I'm not really sure what he can do to me, just because I have the Flying type, so if he's running that all-grass set, he really can't touch me. And if he wants to switch out, I have the Whirlwind because I don't have the proper Mandibuzz right here at this point in time. Because if you guys didn't see in the team preview, he does have a Genesect that really does date how old this battle is, because it is crazy old. But I do Whirlwind him out into the LATIOS, and by crazy old I mean like January like 3rd or something, like it was really long time ago. So I go for the knockoff here as I Whirlwind him out into the LATIOS. He hard switches out into the Mamoswine as I go for the knockoff. I knock off the Life Orb, which is also a good and bad thing, just because 10% every time he attacks is a good thing for me. But also that 30% boost that it gives to his attacks is bad for me. So it's kind of a win-lose kind of thing. But he goes for the Stone Edge here, which I kind of don't agree with. He does get a critical hit, which kind of makes up for the fact he didn't go for the Ice-type move. Because if he would have went for the Ice-type move, it would have been neutral. I'm specially defensive. It would have done a big, big chunk of damage to me. But he goes for the Stone Edge, gets the crit, and I guess it kind of balances out. But I switch out here because I know he's not going to stay in, and I go out into my Charizard because I know that I can get a free Dragon Dance up, because that's right, I am Mega Charizard X, as opposed to Y. He thinks that I'm Y. He brings in the Umbreon to take a Fire Blast, to take a Focus Blast, to take a Heat Wave, whatever, but that's not the case. I am Mega Charizard X. I go for the Dragon Dance, and I am adamant, and this is probably one of the first Pokemon that I bred in X and Y, just because Mega Charizard X looked so cool to me. And yeah, I'm going to hit that thing with a Flare Blitz. I am +1 Adamant, Stab, Tough Claw boosted, and he's not physically defensive, so I'm not sure how much that crit mattered. But he's going to go on to the Genesect here. I know that because I'm Adamant and not Jolly, that I cannot take an Ice Beam from that range, so I'm going to switch out to my Gastrodon, and I didn't see what boost he got, but judging by this Ice Beam damage, I'm guessing that that was the special attack boost. And I pretty much get a free recover here. If he wants to stay in and go for Ice Beam, I will take it pretty well. And so I go for the recover here as he switches out into the Crobat, and you're going to be seeing a lot of Gastrodon and Crobat action, because I can't really do much to his Crobat, and he can't really do much to my Gastrodon, but they switch in on each other very well. He goes for the U-turn here to try and get back some momentum, because he lost a lot of momentum by having to bring in his Genesect and go for the Ice Beam as opposed to going for the U-turn. But I go for the Ice Beam of my own, trying to hit the thingy, because I thought he would want to go for Roost or Brave Bird, or even want to switch out into something else that wouldn't like to take an Ice Beam. So I decide to go for the Ice Beam as he goes for Synthesis here. I predict the Synthesis, so I bring in my Jirachi. Now, what you guys know and what Cody didn't know is that this Jirachi is actually Choice Scarfed. I'm telling you it's Choice Scarfed now. I go for the Iron Head, trying to get a flinch and rack up some burn damage, but I actually nimbly dodge the Sleep Powder, which I don't really think matters too much, just because the chances of him not getting flinched and the chances of him missing, I just feel like it balances itself out, because he has like a 60% chance to flinch, and like I think Sleep Powder is only 75% accurate. I'm not entirely sure, don't quote me on that, because I don't remember. So that's a thing. Anyway, I switch out to my Mandibuzz to take the Sleep Powder in case he wants to go for it, but he makes a good play. He goes for the Leech Seed, knowing that my Mandibuzz is going to come in. I pull a switch out to my Hippowdon, knowing that he's not going to stay in, and I can go for Stealth Rocks. As he brings in his Mamoswine, he's going to go for his own Stealth Rock, which I really didn't see coming. I figured he would go for Icicle Spear, Icicle Crash, or something like that, just because I am a Hippo, and I can take hits. I figured he would want to get as many hits off on this thing as he possibly could. But I get my Stealth Rocks up, and I get to go for the Whirlwind. And my plan here is to Whirlwind him out into the Crobat, and then force him to go for Defog, and then dwindle down the HP substantially to the point where I can come in with my Jirachi and take it out with like an Iron Head or something. But I Whirlwind him out into the Venusaur, and he makes a very questionable play here and goes for the Synthesis. He knows he's going to get a fourth of his HP back, and I'm going to go for, I think it's a fourth, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's a fourth, and I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. He would have been better off trying to hit me with some type of move rather than trying to get back HP that didn't really matter, because the Earthquake was definitely going to bring it to a range where Sandstorm and Burn would take it out. So now he's going to go on to his Genesect. He gets the special attack boost here. I realize that he does. I switch out into my Gastrodon because Gastrodon is the only thing that I have right now that can handle a Genesect. At this point in time, I did not have a Heatran. So he's going to go for the U-turn and get that offensive momentum coming back in his favor. And that U-turn did a lot of damage to me. And he's actually going to U-turn out into his Latios here. Or his Latios, excuse me. I don't know why I keep calling it Latios. But he's going to go on to his Latios here. I'm at 101 HP after leftovers. I'm not entirely sure if I can take a Draco Meteor, but I don't have anything else that can take it. If he Specs, he takes me out. If he's Scarfed, he does not take me out. And as you guys can see, I live because he is not Specs. He is either Scarfed or Expert Belt, and I'm able to get off a Recover, bring myself back to above HP, or above half HP, and I can easily play around this stuff. So he's going to switch out here, and he's going to go out into his Crobat. I believe I go for a Scald, predicting the switch out into Mamoswine to take an Ice Beam because he does have the Thick Fat and stuff. But that is not the case. He brings in this Nightwing thing, and I figured he would want to go for Defog on the first turn, knowing he can take an Ice Beam, and then go for Roost. But he goes for Roost first, and that's why on this turn I go for Ice Beam. But on the following turn, knowing he's going to go for... on the following turn, knowing he's going to go for Defog, I go for another Ice Beam because there's really no point in me... there's no point in me... trying to predict now just because I know what's going to happen. So I do go for the Ice Beam here, and I do a decent amount of damage to this thing, seeing as how I don't have any special attack investment, and these are probably both flawless Pokemon that are on the field right now. So I'm going to go for the Scald on this turn, knowing he's either going to go for the Roost or he's going to switch out. And he makes a pretty weird play and switches out into the Mamoswine. The Roost was pretty obvious, so I wasn't going to go for the Ice Beam. If I had gotten the Burn, then this Mamoswine wouldn't be a problem at all. And as you guys can see, my Gastrodon was on the brink of death, and now it is back, and it is in this game, and it is dealing damage like it's its job. And I'm going to take out this Mamoswine, and Gastrodon is putting in the work. I really like this Pokemon. EC form, if you guys don't have it, let me know. I have plenty of babies, unless I release them all, which I may have done. So he's going to go out into the Latios here. Oh my goodness, he's going to go out into the Latios here. I'm going to go out into my Hippo because he's going to go... what the heck? I'm going to go out into my Hippo, knowing that he's going to go for the Psyshock. Sorry, something got in my throat there. I know he's going to go for the Psyshock, so I go out into my Hippo, and he does go for the Psyshock, and it doesn't do anything. And he thinks that he's tricky, and that I don't know that he's either Choice Scarf or Expert Belt, but I was pretty sure that he was Expert Belt. He goes for the Surf, and Surf is going to take because I don't have special defensive investment. I'm not special defensive Hippo, which I do like. Special defensive Hippo is not something to scoff at. It probably, no, it shouldn't. It wouldn't have taken that hit, but it would have taken it better than whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Special defensive Hippo has its area of expertise, and it was definitely not right here. So he goes on to his Crobat, and he's gonna take a knockoff and then take some residual damage from the hail or from the sand. And now I have a plan. Because this Genesect is such a problem, I know if I switch out into my Gastrodon, seeing as how it's at such low HP, it should die to a Brave Bird, and that's what I'm hoping. Because if this thing dies to a Brave Bird, I know that his Crobat's also going to die to Recoil, which means a double down would have to happen, and we both bring in our Scarfers, because that's how double downs usually work. So, he's going to bring in his Genesect. I'm going to bring in my Jirachi. He doesn't think that I'm Scarfed, and I don't know why he doesn't think I'm Scarfed. He gets the attack boost. I'm going to destroy him with a Fire Punch. That thing does not even try to live. So, that thing is gone. Huge threat out of the way. And now, I'm pretty sure all he has left is this Latios. Oh my god! All he has left is this Latios. I'm going to go on to Mandibuzz to take the Draco Meteor. But he goes for Hidden Power Fire. I'm not too sure why at this point he thought that I would stay in and go for another Fire Punch, because clearly I was Scarfed if I outsped his Genesect. He should have just went outright for the Draco Meteor. But hey, you know, to each his own, I guess. He's going to take me out. What I really, really wanted to do was go out into my Mega Charizard X and destroy this thing with a Dragon Claw. But I figured since Nidoking hadn't seen the battlefield yet, I'm going to bring that thing in. I know he has Psyshock. I know I can take it because he is at -2. And I can take this thing out with a Life Orb boosted, Sheer Force boosted Ice Beam. And it's not stab, but it's super effective and it takes that thing out. So that's going to be good game, Cody. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you did not, please leave a dislike and some constructive criticism. If you guys want to see Cody's channel, feel free to click from his first Pokemon to his last Pokemon. It'll take you directly to his channel. Like his stuff, favorite it, do whatever you want. Subscribe to him is the #1 thing because he is a great guy. And if you guys want to see my last battle, click my last Pokemon. If you want to see my next battle when I upload it, click the first Pokemon. Thank you, BlazeShadowthorn, for uploading or for recording this battle for me. I really appreciate it. You guys check him out. His link will be in the top of the thing. You'll see it. You'll see it. It'll be annotated and it'll be there from the beginning. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Have a great night. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Tumblr. Add me on Skype. PuddlesA1 is the name throughout all that. Have a great day. Have a great night. I'm going to say it all over again. Peace, love, and later, Gators.